English listening activities.
Unit 16. Movies. Page 62. 2. Let's listen. People are talking about movies. What kind of movie does each person describe? Listen and circle the correct answer. 1.
So, how was the movie?
Oh, not bad.
What was it about?
It's about a policeman who goes crazy and starts chasing people. Lots of excitement, car chases, things like that. You'd like it.
2.
Did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah, it was terrific. It really made me laugh.
So what's the story about?
It's about this crazy guy who gets lost on the freeway. He gets off at the wrong exit and then everything starts to go wrong.
3.
What movie did you see?
I saw a movie called Nightlife.
What's it about?
It's about these things that come out of the ground at night and start killing people.
Sounds pretty frightening.
Yeah, it is.
4.
What was the movie like on Saturday?
Great! I really enjoyed it. Terrific special effects and an interesting story.
What's it about?
It's about a scientific experiment. They give this family some special drugs, and they go to sleep for 100 years. It's all about what happens when they wake up and how the world has changed.
5.
So tell me about the movie.
Oh, it's one of those cowboy stories. The usual thing. A cowboy rides into town on his horse, cleans up the town, and rides out with the girl.
Sounds like quite a story.
Yeah, really.
6.
Did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah, it was really exciting. It's about a drug gang that takes over a hotel. So along comes this tough guy and kills them off. Lots of action. I enjoyed it.
Page 63. 3. Let's listen. Task 1. People are calling for information about movies. What type of movie is it? Listen and write the correct letter. 1.
Thank you for calling Century Cinemas. Our movie today in Cinema 1 is Die Harder, The Final Conflict. It's an action-packed movie with lots of car chases. Movie times are 2:30, 4:45, 7:30, and 10 o'clock.
2.
In Cinema 2 today, we are showing the comedy Party Animal. This hilarious film is full of big stars. The movie is showing at 1:30, 4:30, 6:15, and 9 o'clock.
3.
Our movie in Cinema 3 today is called Dreams. This is a romance about a doctor and her patient. Show times are 1 o'clock, 3:15, 6:30, and 9:30.
4.
You have reached the recorded message for Cinema 4. Today's movie is Cowboys Run. It is set in Mexico. The cowboys fight bankers who want to take their land. Showtimes are noon, 3:30, 5:30, and 8 o'clock.
5.
Cinema 5's movie for today, Space Children, is an exciting story of 5 people who are kidnapped by aliens. It is not suitable for children under 13. Showtimes are 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 9:15.
6.
Today's movie in Cinema 6 is Monster Party. 2 young men are bitten by dogs, and when the moon comes out, they turn into dogs and kill people. Children under 17 will not be admitted without an adult. Showtimes are 10 o'clock, 1:45, 4:15, and 6:45.
Page 63. 3. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Write the show times. Page 64. 4. Let's listen. Task 1. People are talking about movies. What did they like or not like about each movie? Listen and check the correct answers. 1.
I went to a really dumb movie last night. You should save yourself some money and find something else to do. It's supposed to be a comedy, but it isn't very funny at all. The story is really boring. It's all about some guys who were planning a bank robbery, and everything goes wrong. Some of the actors were really big stars, but the acting was just terrible. They seemed bored, and so was I. The ending was supposed to be this big surprise, but everyone in the theater knew it was coming. I guess the only good part was the music. The opening song had a great beat, and the rest of the soundtrack wasn't bad.
2.
I saw that new action movie this weekend. The story was much better than I expected. The main character has to go way underground, under the subway stations, to find this monster. The main character is that really handsome star, Matt Castle. He looked fantastic. It's worth the price of a ticket just to see him on the big screen, smiling and fighting, and wearing these really great suits. The ending was a bit stupid, and the music was disappointing, but I was still really into the story. If you like action movies, or good-looking movie stars, you should go out and see it right away.
3.
I saw an excellent movie last night. It was a totally different kind of story from a typical war movie. It was exciting and intelligent. The star was that actor who just won a big award. He's always good, but he's unbelievably good in this one. And the actress who plays opposite him is wonderful. The ending is really sad, but it also made me think a lot about really deep and important stuff. I like it when movies do that to me. You should really try to see it. I don't usually like war movies, but this one is really exciting. It has a terrific soundtrack. The songs made the battle scenes really exciting.
4.
Have you seen that new animated movie that's showing now? You should see it. The story is about a war between humans and giant insects. I know it sounds kind of silly, but the story really works well. All the animation was done with computers, and they used the voices of some really famous actors. That really made the movie enjoyable. I won't say who wins in the end, but I will tell you that it's a big surprise. I left the theater very happy. I guess they could have chosen better music, though. I don't think rap music is good for that kind of movie.
Page 64. 4. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Does each person recommend the movie or not? Check the correct answer. Unit 17. Fears. Page 66. 2. Let's listen. What is happening in these pictures? Listen and number the pictures. 1.
Are you sure you don't want me to drive? Look at the traffic.
Hey, don't worry. I'm fine. Whoops.
Careful. Not so fast.
Don't worry. I'm fine. Now, what's this thing again?
The brake. I said brake!
Oh, yeah.
2.
I think there's someone in the house.
Are you sure?
Yes. The lights were off when we left.
That's funny. Oh, I'm sure it's okay.
Be careful.
3.
Look, over there in the garden.
Where?
There. Oh, do something quick. Oh, I'm so frightened of those things. Oh, it's okay. I've got it. Are you really frightened of this? It's the garden hose.
4.
Quick, look in the kitchen.
Where?
There, behind the door. Oh, I hate those things. Can you do something?
It's just a little mouse. Nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, I can't stand mice. Do something.
Go get it, Fluffy.
5.
I'm sure I saw a big black spider under the bed.
A spider? Are you sure? Let me check.
Did you get it?
Oh, yes, here it is. The missing button from my coat. I've been looking for it for days.
6.
Listen, I can hear someone downstairs.
Are you sure?
Yes. Listen to that noise.
Let me check.
Be careful.
Don't worry, everything is all right. We forgot to turn off the TV.
Page 67. 3. Let's listen. Task 1. People are describing fears. Has each speaker's fear decreased over the years? Listen and check the correct answer. 1.
The first time I got on an airplane, I was terrified. I just couldn't understand how a big, heavy thing like a plane could stay up in the air. After we were in the air for a while, I spoke to the man next to me. He was an airplane engineer and explained how airplanes stay in the air. That really helped because I understand how planes work. I was still a little nervous on the next few flights, but now I really love flying.
2.
I was afraid of snakes when I was a kid. I remember going to the zoo and seeing them there, and I thought they were kind of cute. But once, when I was out hiking, I nearly stepped on one and it tried to bite me. It was really ugly, and I'm sure it was poisonous. Since then, I've been pretty terrified of them. I could never touch one now.
3.
Some people hate spiders. They think they're really creepy. I guess I felt like that when I was a kid. I used to scream if I saw a spider on the wall. My friend had a pet spider, and I couldn't go near it. Then, when I went to college, we had a spider collection in our biology lab. When we studied them, I decided they were interesting and intelligent, too. I kind of like them now.
4.
I was always afraid of the water as a kid. I would never go into the pool or swim at the beach. I was sure I would drown. Then I took swimming lessons in high school. Once I learned how to swim, I felt different. Now I love the water, and especially the beach. I feel totally safe because now I know how to take care of myself in the water.
5.
I don't really like driving on the freeway. I guess it's because the traffic moves so fast. I didn't used to be so nervous. I used to travel all over using the freeways. But one day, I was in a car accident and I lost all my confidence. So nowadays, I only use the freeway when it's really necessary.
6.
I was so afraid of animals when I was younger. All kinds of animals. Dogs, cats, even horses. I didn't like the way they felt when I touched them, and I was sure they were going to bite me. I even hated going to the zoo. That all changed when I turned 13 and my mom gave me a puppy for my birthday. He was so cute and friendly that I realized an animal can really be your best friend.
Page 67. 3. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Circle the correct statement. Page 68. 4. Let's listen. Task 1. People are talking about their fears. Is each statement true or false? Listen and check the correct answer. 1.
When I was a kid, I got stuck in an elevator when the electricity went out, and since then I've always been afraid of elevators. I was all alone, and there was no way to get out of the elevator. I hated that feeling. Now I almost never use elevators. I take the stairs instead. If I have to take an elevator, for example, if I'm in a really tall building, I make sure there's someone else in the elevator with me. The only problem is, sometimes I have to wait a long time until another person comes along.
2.
I don't like swimming in the ocean because the waves are so dangerous. They always knock me over. I also hate the way that seaweed touches me when I swim in the ocean. I always think it's some animal that's going to bite me. You know, like a shark or a jellyfish. That's why I only swim in a swimming pool. The only problem is that the pool in my neighborhood is always crowded.
3.
Dogs are the only animals I'm really afraid of. But not all dogs, just big dogs. I don't mind cats and birds because they don't usually bite you. But dogs? That's a different story. I'm sure it's because of the time a huge dog chased me when I was a kid. It only bit me once, but I've been really scared of dogs ever since. I never visit anyone if they have a big dog in the house. That's a real problem because a lot of my friends have really big dogs, so they always have to come to my house.
4.
I don't know why, but I'm really afraid of heights. I work in a tall building, and I can't even stand to look out my office window. Right away, I get this feeling like I'm suddenly going to fall. I'm really afraid. Of course, airplanes are the worst. I'm really nervous when I have to fly. The biggest problem is that there are some fun things I can't do with my kids. The other weekend, I took them to an amusement park. They were excited about going on the roller coasters, but I was too afraid to take them. My kids were really disappointed. I felt terrible about letting them down.
Page 68. 4. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. What problem does the fear cause for each person? Circle the correct answer. Unit 18. Telephone messages. Page 70. 2. Let's listen. Listen to the messages on Susie's voicemail. Complete the information about each call. 1.
Hi, this is David. Remember me? We met at Bob's party. David, you know, the one with curly blonde hair and green eyes. Anyway, just calling to say hello. I'd love to see you again. Can you call me tonight? My number is 981-2146. I'll be home after 9. Thanks. Bye.
2.
Hi, Susie. This is Mary calling. Sorry I missed you. I've got some really interesting news. It's about that cute blonde guy we met at the party. Why don't you call me? I'm at my mom's place. The number is 461-5793. Try to call me between 6 and 7 tonight. Bye.
3.
Hello, I'm calling for Susan. My name's Peter Rogers. That's Rogers from Morningstar Travel. I'm calling about your plane reservations. Please call me back at 391-6451. The best time to reach me is between 2 and 6 p.m. Thanks.
4.
Hello, this is Linda Wong. Susie, could you call me on Saturday in the morning or afternoon? Do you have my number? In case you don't, it's 536-8775. Thanks. Bye.
Page 71. 3. Let's listen. Task 1. Listen to these messages on Andre's voicemail. Circle the correct message. 1.
Hello, this is Jim from Jim's Auto Repair. I'm calling about your car. I'm afraid it's not going to be ready until Friday. You can pick it up any time after 4. By the way, the car radio isn't working properly. Do you want us to fix that too? Please give us a call today to confirm.
2.
Hi, this is your neighbor, Pat. ABC Express tried to deliver a package today, but you weren't home, so they left it with me. If you like, I'll bring it over tonight around 8 o'clock. Let me know if you'll be home.
3.
Hi, Andre. This is Susan. I'd like to invite you to my birthday party on Saturday. I hope you can come. Bring a friend if you like. I'll be out till late tonight, so I'll be in touch tomorrow to give you more details. Bye.
4.
This is Classic Records. The CD you ordered is in. Please come by and pick it up. Or if you like, we can send it to your office. Please let us know which you'd prefer.
5.
Andre, hi. This is Kathy. Sorry I missed you. Thanks for your invitation to dinner tomorrow. It sounds lovely, but unfortunately I can't go. I have to work late. I'll try you tomorrow morning again before 9. Bye.
6.
This is Dr. Costello's office. We're calling about your dental appointment. We cannot give you an appointment on Thursday, but we can give you one next Tuesday. Please give us a call to confirm.
Page 71. 3. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Does the caller want Andre to call back, or will the caller telephone again later? Check the correct answer. Page 72. 4. Let's listen. Task 1. Daniel is listening to messages on his voicemail at work. Is each statement true or false? Listen and check the correct answer. 1.
Hi, this is Mary from Gold Coast Travel Agency. We've confirmed your flights for you, so come by and get your tickets any time today before 7 p.m. We've also booked you for 3 nights in the Paradise Inn right on the beach. The hotel has a shuttle bus that takes you from the airport to the hotel, and it should be waiting for you outside the baggage claim area. It's a complimentary shuttle, so you don't have to pay for the trip, although we recommend you tip the driver. A few dollars for each bag should be fine. All right? Call me at 878-1990 when you get this message.
2.
Hey, this is Peter from the mailroom. There's a package here waiting for you, so when you get a chance, could you come down and pick it up? Actually, it's after 5 o'clock, so I guess we're closed now. I'll leave the package for you at the front desk with the receptionist. Just pick it up tomorrow from her. Oh, I almost forgot. That letter you were waiting for, the urgent one with the legal documents, I'm sorry to tell you it hasn't arrived yet. If you want to check again tomorrow morning, just give me a call at extension 44.
3.
Hi, this is Frank. Hope you're not working too hard down there. Anyway, I was calling to ask you something. Would you like to have lunch with me? I want to take you to lunch at a great Italian restaurant near the harbor. They serve this really amazing vegetarian lasagna, and the service is really great, helpful and polite. Then, after lunch, I was thinking maybe we could take a boat trip on the river. I'm sure you'd enjoy it. Anyway, give me a call on Thursday and let me know if you're free. My number is 754-9367.
4.
Hi, this message is for Daniel. This is Mrs. Lee from Sunshine Dry Cleaners. The shirts you left with us on Friday are ready now. Please pick them up from the store any time on Monday. We're open until 9 p.m. In case you don't remember, we're on the corner of Elm Street and Highway 31, next to the movie theater. The total cost for the shirts is $25.99, but we don't take credit cards, so you'll have to pay cash. If you have any questions, please call me. The number is 468-3114.
Page 72. 4. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. What is each caller's telephone number? Write the answers. Unit 19. Touring a city. Page 74. 2. Let's listen. People are visiting a city. Where are they? Listen and number the pictures. 1.
This is very unusual, isn't it? It's by one of our most famous artists. Nowadays his works sell for over $25,000 each, but I really don't understand how anybody would want to spend that much money on something like this. Do you?
2.
It's okay. She's quite friendly. She probably just wants something to eat. I'm sure she loves those peanuts in your bag.
3.
This is the best way to see the city, isn't it? You can see everything in a day just by sitting and looking through the window. I always do this the first day I visit a new place.
4.
Oh, you have to try some of these. They're really delicious. They're so sweet. They grow them very near here.
5.
This is an interesting old place. It was built over 200 years ago. It used to be the home of a very rich man. He lived here by himself until he died. Then his family gave it to the city so that now everybody can enjoy it.
6.
I have to get some of these. I see them in all the souvenir shops. They're really amazing. And they're cheap, too. I think I'll take some back as gifts for the people in my office.
Page 75. 3. Let's listen. Task 1. Tour guides are describing some of the things people will see or do on a tour. Listen and circle the correct answers. 1.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Hollywood, California. I hope you all enjoy today's tour of the Houses of the Stars. Here we go. Now remember, you can buy photos of all the stars' houses when the tour is over, so please don't take any pictures during the tour, okay? Up on the left is the gorgeous mansion where Marilyn Monroe lived. After she got married, she left this house and moved to New York to live with her husband, a famous American baseball player named Joe DiMaggio. Now, just around the corner, you'll see a bright yellow house. Can you see it? Up on the hill? This is where James Dean lived. Finally, do you see that big iron gate on the right? Well, this is the entrance to Arnold Schwarzenegger's house. Unfortunately, you can't see the house from here, and we're not allowed to go inside the gate.
2.
We're starting our tour by going up the tallest building in New York City, the Empire State Building. You can see the whole city from the top of this building. While you're up there, don't forget to look at the Statue of Liberty through the telescope, since we don't visit it on this tour. Next, we'll take the bus uptown to beautiful Central Park. I know the bus doesn't sound very glamorous, but I promise you it's just as fast as taking a taxi. When we get to Central Park, we'll visit the petting zoo and have a picnic lunch. Finally, we'll walk to another famous place, Rockefeller Center. In the winter, people go there to ice skate on the famous outdoor rink. Of course, there won't be any ice on a hot summer day like today, but there's a very nice photograph of the rink for sale at the gift shop.
3.
Welcome to Kathmandu, Nepal. As you all know, the country of Nepal has some really tall mountains, including the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest. But here in the capital city, Kathmandu, the mountains are almost always covered by clouds. So I'm afraid we probably won't be seeing Mount Everest today. However, we are going to visit an exciting market in the center of town where you can buy all kinds of souvenirs, including beautiful wool sweaters at really great prices. As we go through the market, though, please don't eat any of the food offered to you on the street. It looks delicious, but it might not be healthy. After visiting the market, we'll take a taxi to Pashupati Temple. This is one of the most important temples for the people of India and Nepal. Unfortunately, because we do not belong to their religion, we won't be able to go inside the temple. We can still look and touch the beautiful statues outside it, though.
4.
Welcome to Chicago. We're standing in front of Wrigley Field, one of the most famous baseball stadiums in the United States. There's no game today, but there is one tomorrow, so you can buy tickets for it while we're here. Next, we're going to take a bus down to the Chicago Art Institute and spend a few hours looking at all the great paintings they have inside. Unfortunately, the museum's most famous painting, Summer in the Park, is not on display today. It's being cleaned. After the museum, we'll take a boat ride down the Chicago River. As we float down the river, you'll see the city's great skyscrapers go right over your head. Finally, we'll try some delicious Chicago-style pizza at a very famous restaurant. About 80 years ago, the legendary gangster Al Capone used to eat there.
Page 75. 3. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Are these statements true or false? Check the correct answer. Page 76. 4. Let's listen. Task 1. People are talking about the tours they took. What was good or bad about each tour? Listen and check the correct answers. 1.
Have you taken a tour since you've been here?
Yes, I went on one last weekend.
What was it like?
Well, we didn't see a lot. We mainly went to a lot of shops. I would have preferred to see more of the museums and famous buildings. I'm not really interested in shopping. And the bus they took us in was so old and slow. They should put it in the museum.
Really? Did you say anything to the guide about it?
Well, the problem was he didn't speak English very well. And he wasn't really very friendly.
That's too bad.
But we did have a nice lunch on the tour. And the whole tour was very cheap, so it wasn't all bad. But I don't think it was worth the time or money, even though it was cheap.
2.
What was your city tour like?
Well, we saw lots of interesting places on the tour. I was totally exhausted at the end of it, but I'm really glad I took it. You should try it.
Did you go by bus?
Yes, we had a nice, comfortable bus and a very helpful guide. You know how some guides talk all the time? This one didn't. He gave us just enough information, but not too much.
Where did they take you for lunch?
Oh, some dirty little place near the center of town. I didn't eat much because the food didn't look very good to me.
That's too bad. Was the tour expensive?
No, not at all. It was very reasonable.
3.
Did you just get back from the tour?
Yeah, it was really good. We visited all the places of interest. I'm glad we took it.
Did you take a bus or a van?
We took a bus. There were only 15 of us in it, so we had lots of room. It was a new, clean one, so it was pretty comfortable.
Did you have a guide?
Oh, yes. She was great. A young student, I think. She really knew her stuff.
How was lunch?
Awful. We just had some fast food along the way.
How much was the tour?
Well, it was pretty expensive. That was the only problem. $100. I think they should have charged us about $50. But anyway, I think it's definitely worth doing this tour.
4.
So how was the tour?
It was disappointing, actually.
That's too bad.
Yeah, we didn't get to see very much. It was too short. I wanted to see a lot more.
Really?
It wasn't very comfortable either. The bus wasn't air-conditioned, so it got very hot and stuffy after a while.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, the guide was very helpful. He gave us some very interesting information and told a lot of jokes, so that was fun. And we had a really good lunch at a seafood restaurant.
So, was the tour worth it?
Well, it was only $15, which is pretty reasonable. But if you want to take a tour, you should try a different tour company.
Page 76. 4. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Would each person recommend the tour? Check the correct answer. Unit 20. Airports. Page 78. 2. Let's listen. Where did these people want to go? Listen and check the correct picture. 1.
Could you tell me where departure gate 5 is, please?
Yes. Just take the escalator up to the next level and turn right. All the gates are upstairs.
Thanks.
2.
Excuse me, where's the baggage claim area?
It's downstairs. Take the escalator over there near the currency exchange. Go down to level 1. You can get your bags there.
3.
Where are the restrooms, please?
Just go straight. They're on the left, just across from the check-in counters.
Thanks. Oh dear, I think I'd better hurry. I need to change this baby right away.
4.
Excuse me, how can I get a shuttle bus to the parking lot area for Terminal B?
Buses and taxis are on the next level. Just go up those stairs over there and turn right. The shuttle comes every 5 minutes.
Page 79. 3. Let's listen. Task 1. What are these people talking about? Listen and circle the correct answer. 1.
Excuse me, this is Terminal A, isn't it?
That's right.
Can you tell me how I get from here to Terminal B?
Yes. Go out the main entrance and turn right. Go over the footbridge to the baggage claim and wait there for the bus to Terminal B. There's one every 5 minutes.
Do I need to buy a ticket?
No, it's free.
2.
Excuse me, do you know what time the flight from Tokyo arrives?
You can check it on one of the monitors over there, but let me see if I can find it for you.
Thanks.
It looks like it's delayed.
Oh, so do you know what time it's arriving?
They haven't announced the arrival time yet, so why don't you check again on the monitor in about 15 minutes?
Okay, thanks again.
3.
Excuse me, how can I get to the Wilson Hotel from the airport?
Check at the information counter on level 1. They have maps there. Are you driving? Car rentals are on level 1 as well.
No, I'd like to get a bus if possible.
I think there's a shuttle bus to the hotel in front of the airport.
Oh, thanks. Do you know if the hotel is very far from here?
Actually, it's really close. It's about a 10-minute ride.
4.
Is it possible to buy souvenirs and gifts here?
Yes, go to level 2. There's only one store, a duty-free shop in the departure area.
Do I need to go through customs and immigration first?
Yes. You'll find the shop right in front of you after you go through.
And do you know if they take credit cards or do I need to use cash?
Either is fine, but I'm not sure which cards they accept.
Page 79. 3. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. Are these statements true or false? Check the correct answer. Page 80. 4. Let's listen. Task 1. People are talking about airports in different cities. Listen and check the correct answers. 1.
What's the airport like in your town?
Well, it's only a short distance from the center of town, so that's good.
Yes.
And it's pretty easy to get there. It only costs about $5 by taxi, or you can take a bus from most of the hotels.
Is it a big airport?
It's fairly big, but it's not a very pleasant place to spend time.
How come?
There isn't much to do there. They really should put in some stores and cafes.
That would help.
Luckily, you don't have to spend much time there because it usually only takes about 5 minutes to check in and go through customs and immigration.
2.
What's the new airport like?
It's fantastic. Much better than the old one.
Is it far from town?
Not really. It's only about 20 kilometers from the city, so it doesn't take long to get there.
That's good.
Yes. Now I can get out there on a fast train, which makes the trip very comfortable.
How nice. What are the facilities like at the airport?
It's almost like a big shopping mall. There are department stores, shops, a game center, and even a gym.
It sounds great.
Yeah, it is. The only trouble is, it's always very crowded, so it can take a while to get through check-in. They really need to add some more check-in counters to speed things up.
3.
Is the new airport close to town?
Yeah, really close.
Does it take long to get to the airport?
Well, you have to go by taxi or train, so it depends on how long it takes you to get a taxi. There are never enough taxis that will go to the airport, so you have to wait for a while. You can go by train, but it's not very easy to get on when you're carrying bags. There really should be a bus service into town.
I agree.
Yeah, but once you get there, it's okay. There are lots of good duty-free stores, and the restaurants are pretty good. Try the Italian restaurant there. It's excellent.
Does it take long to check in?
No, check-in usually goes pretty quickly.
4.
What do you think of the airport?
Well, it's far from downtown, and when the traffic is bad, it can take an hour and a half to get there. The city really needs to build a new airport that is closer to the city.
Do you usually drive to the airport?
No, I usually take the airport bus. The bus is pretty nice. It's clean and comfortable, and it's a lot cheaper than driving because you don't have to pay for parking.
Is there much to do there while you wait for your flight?
Sure. There are a couple of stores that sell souvenirs and magazines. There are also a couple of fast food places, and they're fine for coffee and a sandwich.
How long does it take to check in?
It doesn't take long. They're pretty efficient.
Page 80. 4. Let's listen. Task 2. Listen again. What phrase completes each statement? Write the correct letter.